Operation failed. Unlocked.
Hey, happy December everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is Bao with John Tech Review. So today I have an interesting little deadbolt that I want to review for you guys. Previously, a company called Hornbill sent me out a unit that was a smart deadbolt that has Bluetooth, and it also has Wi-Fi connectivity to a hub, and I can control that from an app. They reached out to me recently and they wanted to give me a different product to try. This one is different. It does not have a Wi-Fi or an app, but what it does is a few other interesting offer. So first of all, it's a pretty simple lock. I think at the time of this review, I think the price was about less than 70 bucks or so, which was really good. The lock here is from a branding called UYF, Smart Keyless Entry Door Lock. It's a deadbolt. I use this in my garage where I can enter my house. And this one has a few different features. So here we go. You can do your own user code. You can do auto lock. You have a fingerprint sensor, which is the part that I like. And then you have one touch lock. You have backup keys, voice prompt, a key fob. It comes with two set of key fob. They are NFC, so you can use that. And then low battery alarm, which is, I guess, pretty standard for these things. It comes in a pretty nondescript package, I guess for low budget. As you can see, this is all that comes in it. It's an empty box, obviously. It has pretty good user instruction and menu. I like the user instruction that it comes with. In there, there's a lot of good details showing you how to install it, and then also how to set up and troubleshooting and all the little nice thing in here. Has a really nice flow diagram, which kind of show you all the different options you can do, but honestly the lock with the voice control was really easy to use and set up. So speaking of setup, how long did it took me? So I kind of timed it with my phone. It took me roughly about 15 minutes from the beginning when I took the deadbolt off of my old lock and put the new one on, and that's including me messing with the camera here and there, so you can imagine it's pretty easy setup. Now what makes it simple for me was that this setup has exactly the same kind of sizing and everything, so I didn't have to drill any nail hole or fix anything, chisel anything out this time. So basically I just took my deadbolt off, which is only 2 bolts from the old one, and then put the new one on, feed the cable through, close it up, and you can see through my video here it was pretty simple. And after that, drop 4 battery in. They take the AA. Do keep in mind that for these kind of locks, don't use rechargeable battery. You use alkaline battery because they die more gracefully and give you an opportunity to change them out. This one does has key, and it comes with 4 keys that you can use, but of course I don't care about those, so I put those away. But honestly, it's a pretty simple setup. After I set it up, there's a bunch of voice prompt, which is really nice. In plain English, when you set it up, you do have to set up a brand new administrative key for your cell, and then after that you can add new key for different user, and then you can set up your fingerprint. You can enroll a bunch of them. I enroll both my thumbs, and my wife also enroll her. And then we also use the 2 key fob, and I'll show you the operation of those. You can kind of see.
Press hash key to confirm, or press 1 to add passcode. Press 2 to change path. Please input a 4 to 9 digits new passcode. Press hash key to confirm. Please input again. Press hash. Input successful. Press 4 to delete passcode. Please input the passcode to be deleted. Please input again. Press hash. Operation successful. Press 1 to add passcode.
I'm outside right now, so I'm going to use the fingerprint. This is to my garage or to my living room.
Unlocked. Unlocked.
There we go. The problem for me is that I have these what you call weather shield very tight. So to lock it, you just have to hold down 2 seconds here. Tap this, and then you hold down 1, 2. I gotta pull the door just a little bit.
Locked.
There you go, done. So
press 1 to add a fingerprint. Press 2 to delete fingerprint. Please press your finger on the sensor. Please press again. Please press again. Please press again. Input successful. Unlocked.
okay. So as you can see here, with the fingerprint, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is walk up to the lock, stick your hand on the fingerprint and unlock it, and it works. I do wish that you can just close it and stick your fingerprint down in the lock, but it doesn't. You do have to hold down the pound icon for 2 seconds, and then it works well. One thing to keep in mind, in my review, I did not use this unit on the outdoor side, so it's kind of going into the garage. But the touch sensitive seemed to work pretty well. But again, since I didn't test it on the outside, I can't tell you how well this works. Just keep that in mind, but it seems to work pretty well, and it's a pretty nice smooth unit. On the NFC side, it's really nice. You know, you can just take that NFC, tap to it, and then it automatically unlocks. So it comes with this little tab. I thought they were NFC, and it might be, but as far as I can tell, it's pretty nice little plastic. But I tried to use some of the hotel card like these, and that doesn't work at all. So maybe it's a very specific frequency of NFC that I'm not aware of, but just to give you a head up in case you're thinking about that. I also want to point out that the lock is kind of loud. When you are manually moving it, you can hear that you're moving some kind of gear. So this is good because that means the motor is not being stressed out. There's some gearing to move that deadbolt. So for the fingerprint and key card, I do not know how many is the actual capacity of the key code, but for the fingerprint, they say up to 100 fingerprint. Again, I'm using 4 or 5, so really plenty of room left. It worked very well and flawless. You do have to train it 4 or 5 times, and even though my hand was cold or sometimes a bit wrinkled, it still works pretty well under the conditions. So that's something that's really nice about this unit. On top of that, the little NFC card worked very well, and I do enjoy that too. These I'm not putting on my key fob because I barely carry my key these days, so I just leave it in my car sometime, and when I take them in, it's fast for me to get in and out. So very nice. So are there any downside to the unit? Well, not really. So far, for the price and for what it does a very good job of it. It might be slightly loud, if some of you consider that, but really not any louder than any of the other lock I have. The voice prompt is a really nice features. I would say on the inside where the battery compartment is, it's a little tab that you push it in, but there's no screw to lock in place. So again, it depends on your kids if they're messing with it or not. That could be a problem, but for me it was fine, and it was easy to open. So other than that, if you guys have any question, do feel free to comment in the box down below. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing for more future content. Thank you. Have a happy holiday.